We're talking about coaches that have won on the HBCU level.
Did you think that? Did you see enough from Hue Jackson in 2 years at Grambling that you thought, all right, it's time to pull the trigger? Hue,
I didn't think that it was time to pull the trigger. I didn't think after 2 seasons it was time to pull the trigger because I mean he improved his second year from his first year, and it's all about that improvement. I feel like a coach needs at least 3 years to come in and turn a program around. Expecting someone to come in, and especially how competitive the SWAC has been right now with Alabama State, FAMU, Jackson, already those kind of top dogs when he came in. So it was a tall task to expect him to turn that program around in a short time.
And they were still in it.
Yeah, they were still in it in the last week.
2 weeks to go. I mean, if what was it? If Prairie View hadn't won that game, the second before last of the regular season, it would have been a 3-way tie heading into the final week of the regular season.
They were moving up, but let me tell you what the streets saying, Tolly. The streets I sent it to the group chat.
Go ahead.
They were basically saying Deion Sanders coming to the SWAC placed unrealistic expectations on other coaches because Deion was able to come in, win instantly. Now, but they're saying it's like a bad way. Like, this is why we should have never had Deion coming because now he has regular coaches having unrealistic expectations.
I wouldn't go that far.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I would say this. You look at Southern and you look at Grambling, both pulling the cord, the rug. There you go. Pulling the rug on their coaches with 2 years in to the program. I thought, with what Hue was able to do, bringing in, sponsorship and money to the program, a little bit of, notoriety. He wasn't a Coach Prime, but whenever you said Hue Jackson, people, yeah, that's Hue. And again, Travion Scott, Dr. Scott, the AD talked about, this team was 2 or 3 plays away from a possible championship. They had a close loss. In the Bayou, they didn't like the play calling. Now, they didn't like the play calling when it got down to the goal line. And all right, cool. But look, if you want to say bonehead play calling, that exists at every level. The people you think are the smartest and the greatest coaches ever make bonehead plays. You see it every week in the NFL. You had Alabama and Auburn, last week?
Marshawn Lynch.
You had 4th and 31, and they called the wrong defense. Like, people are going to do these things. But I felt like Hue should have at least gotten another year. But when you fire your coach a couple of days after the Bayou Classic, and you didn't get that big win, and you kind of got that vibe like, well, if he would have won, he probably still would have been there. It just felt really emotional to me. It felt like there was a lot of emotion, and it was like, maybe if you just take the time to let the emotions die down a little bit, you might have seen things a little different. But it's going to be interesting at Grambling, and they're free to fire and hire whoever they want to. But Dr. Scott has now fired 2 coaches since 2021. Since he's gotten there. He's fired the coach that was there, and he's fired the coach that he's hired. I don't think he's going to get a chance to fire one more. I would think you're starting to feel the pressure of having to get a winner. And here's the things with the fans now. You can satisfy them and give them some red meat by saying, all right, we're going to get this coach up out of here. But if you don't make the right hire soon, that fan energy can turn against the people that are doing the hiring as well.
Not this big warning. You got me spooked. And I'm not even a Grambling fan.
I'm just saying that's how sports works. Like, you do the hiring, you got to get it right sooner or later. You can't just continue to fire people.